Molly didn't give in the villa. So what makes you think she's going to give in Casa Amor? Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. Welcome to another week of Love Island reviews. I know that's right. Hope you guys had a lovely weekend. We are back again for another week of reviews. A lot for us to unpick and unpack. Casa Amor started. Molly is back. Catherine and Elom, I mean, let's go. So as I usually and always say, number one, if you haven't yet subscribed, be sure to subscribe and definitely join the family. Also be sure to follow me on my Instagram and also on my Twitter at SarahDestinyX. And number three, please to get cozy and comfy. By the way guys, before we even get into that, what has Elon Musk done? I don't get what he's done. Anyway, yeah, get cozy and comfy with a lovely drink. Today I have a lemon, ginger and apple juice. Delish. And let's get into today's review. So let's start off with the guys, of course, coming in to speak with the girls. I will quickly speak about them. It's going to take me a while to get used to everyone's names because now we've got like 20-25 people or so. So bear with me, but don't worry, we'll get there slowly but surely. So let's start off with Cody. Cody is 21 and he is from Birmingham, and his first line was that he loves a blondie. Let's pause right there because allegedly he actually told his girlfriend he was going away on a work trip and she found out that he was in Casa Amor on Friday like the rest of us. So Cody, it's not looking good, love, all right? Your babes is waiting for you back in the UK. Uzi is from Edinburgh. He's 28 and he actually knows Ella. Apparently, well, not apparently, we actually did see that they have actually worked together with a fashion brand or something for a photo shoot. So, you know, familiar faces, okay? I don't know why they seem to keep bringing Ella people that she knows. Guys, it's the bobby pins. Let's talk about it. I understand that we all have creative styles, you know what I'm saying? You can be watching this and you can hate the color of this wig, but the bobby pins, he didn't even try. That, it gotta go. Zachary, shall I say, he is 27 and he's from Manchester. Elom is 22. He is a masseuse and also a personal trainer. And Loken is... What's Loken? Oh, Loken's from Birmingham. And Catherine says she works in Birmingham, so they had a little cheers with their drinks. And then Ben didn't get a trim. Now, let's move... Sorry, guys. The haircut was actually finishing me. Anyway, let's move on to... them asking... Sorry, guys, there's actually a lot for us to discuss. And this is one thing about Casa that's really hard. We start doing reviews, Casa, Villa, Villa, Casa, etc, etc. But we'll start off with the girls, of course. They wanted to get to know the girls a bit more. You know, what is the situation at hand? What is going on with you guys? Tell us about your couples. So Catherine did say that she's in a couple with Scott, but things are still open. And I'm going to get into Catherine later, guys. You already know. If my own singlet needs to be torn, I will rip my own singlet. Okay, people don't rip my singlet for me. But if my own singlet needs to be torn, I'm happy to rip it for myself. But we'll get into Catherine soon. Don't worry. Wait there. Of course, Leah said that her and Montel are good, but they are open too. Katie said things are open. Jess was good. Jess was doing up story time and I don't understand why. I think they're like, Jess, what about you? She was just like, well, first I was with this and I was with this and then this happened and then that happened. But yeah, Jess said she's open as well, and Ella said that she is closed off, which is very interesting to note down, okay? Just remember that I said that. Now, of course, we'll move back to the main villa, and the guys were making me scream because why on earth were they zooming into Casa Amor with their phones? They literally had their camera up and they were trying to zoom in. Where did they find the boys this season, guys? Okay, they are so interesting. Sammy did say he did think it would be nice if him and Jess spoke a lot more before she left. He talks about it again at night time. I just don't know who Sammy is trying to deceive. I don't get. I hope he remembers that we see him in 4K. I hope. If he doesn't remember, hopefully movie night will do us justice. Jack said that the foundation with Katie isn't deep enough for them to be closed off, and I 100% agree. Katie was getting on my last nerves the last couple of days anyway, so that's that. And Montel said that his head has left the villa, that he really wants Leah back. Okay. Let's move back to Casa Amor with the girls talking. So Catherine said that Lokem and Elom are her top two. Leah said Uzi and Lokem are their top two. Lokem's cute, by the way. People are saying that it's given, what's it called, Medi 2.0. An upgraded version. Also Zachary, who we'll get into shortly as well, he's given Sammy 2.0, and Jess clearly has a type. Oh, I was actually about to say that, yeah. Jess's type. It's very interesting. Guys with curtains and, you know, all teeth on show. But if that's what she likes, that's what she likes. Now let's move back to the villa. Of course, the guys were given the option, or not option, sorry, they were given a text that they need to pack their bags for their girls. Not much to say other than the fact that Tyreek said 0 bikinis, that Ella doesn't need them. And Zach ended up packing Katie's toy. etc, etc. Now let's move back to Casa. Jess was talking to Sammy 2.0 and they were just speaking more about, you know, what's your type, do you like, what's your family, this, blah blah blah. Like I said, Jess 100% has a type. Zachary don't give for me, but he's not my type, so I don't really care. But Zachary don't give, but of course he did ask if he can sleep in her bed. So yeah, they ended up sharing a bed. Now, of course, Whitney at the same time was talking to Loken, and like I said, it's given Medi 2.0. Okay, it's given a level up. I actually quite like them together. I know it's early days, but they actually look quite cute together. But of course, she was like, you know, she's not into settling down. I'm not settling like settling down, but settling for less than she deserves. And he was just like, what? You want to settle down already? Just, yeah, I guess a little banter between them, if you should say. And he also said that she looks really beautiful and time will tell. And he also asked if he can share a bed with Whitney too. Whitney is, if any of the Casa boys are smart, they will go for Whitney, because Whitney is not necessarily the only singleton, but she doesn't have any ties to anyone in the main villa. And if they want to go back, you better. So Locum, wise one. Uzi and Ella catching up. Of course, he was like, you know, what did the girls think about me? He was like, yeah, they think you're really good looking. And she was saying, you know, I'm really shocked that you're here, but you know, it's nice to see you. And of course, they agreed that they were going to share a bed together as well. I won't lie, guys, Uzi and Ella, excluding those bobby pins, but Uzi and Ella do actually look quite cute together. And the thing is though, even looks aside, I genuinely want Ella to couple up with Uzi just so that Tyreek's head can be rattled a bit. You know, it'll be good for TV. All right, it'll be good for these reviews. Of course, let's move back into the boys. It was nighttime at the villa, so of course they'll get ready for bed. Tyreek said that, you know, he knows that Ella is going to go for a guy like him. So I'm even thinking, wow, Tyreek, you're aware of yourself. Okay, so that's very interesting. At least he has self-awareness, because a lot of them lack it. Sammy said once again he had a good thing with Jess. I'm failing to see it. I'm so sorry. I'm failing to see it only because of the things Sammy said. Like, you can't say those things about a girl and automatically do a 180. It doesn't work like that. I don't know. And of course, Zach said that he feels like him and Katie needed more time. I personally don't feel like they did, but he said that. Now, of course, back at Casa Amor, Cody and Katie were talking. Like I said, Cody, your girlfriend is waiting for you at Heathrow. Let's be very guided. I don't really see Cody making it back to the main villa already. And I know it's literally been only one episode, but he's not giving me someone that, you know, is going to be permanent. It's given temp. Of course, Elom and Catherine were having a conversation and he was speaking to her about Scott, you know, what's going on with you two. At first, Catherine, by the way, she looks stunning in that blue number, chef's kiss. But at first, Catherine was a bit closed off. You know, you can tell that she wasn't really trying to say too much. But I guess the more she started speaking to him, the more she started opening up. And he was just like, you know, he goes off connections, and they were smiling and giggling with one another. And of course, he ended up asking if he can sleep in her bed. And guys, let me now go back to what I was going to say. I really liked Catherine and Scott together, but guys, the way Catherine had so many of us holding our singlets down on the TL, she needs to not fall my hand. But it's given she's going to fall my hand. It's given she's going to fall my hand. Oh, Catherine, why you they do me like this, man? Okay, now of course the girls ended up getting their suitcases from the guys in the villa, and Katie was shocked because Zach actually packed a lot of his clothes, which is very strange. Ty ended up giving Ella her robe, her headband and her bonnet, which was nice. We love a guy that, you know, cares about the hair. And Montel packed a toy for Leah. I don't remember what the rest of them got. I don't think they showed us. Anyway, let's move on back to the morning time. So let's start off with the main villa. Of course, the guys waking up, feeling a bit lonely because their girls aren't there. And we'll get into a few of their conversations. So Scott said that he missed Catherine a little bit, but by the time the girls walk in, he won't. And then after the guys laughed, he said he's joking. You know what? If Scat and Coffrin, you know, guys, what is up with me creating words? Like, why do I create shits for no, like, why did I just think of Scat? That doesn't make any sense. I've done it with Weddy as well. It doesn't make any sense. But anyway, if Scott and Catherine decide to couple up and go their separate ways, I'll be rather happy with them recoupling with someone else rather than one standing there as a singleton. But nah, they're actually falling my hand. They're actually falling my hand. And in case you don't know what falling my hand means, it's basically like Nigerian slang for like, don't disappoint me, right? But they're falling my hand. Sammy said that he missed Jess. Still failing to understand that one. Tyreek said that he misses Ella and that. I don't know when Tyreek speaks about saying and that at the end, but very interesting. People are wondering if Tyreek is going to recouple or move mad in Casa. Let me know if you think he will or he won't. But I think he's gonna move mad, and still decide to stay single for Ella, because the guys have done that for Casa Amor numerous occasions, okay? Montel said that, you know, the new girls will help him have a different approach, but, you know, it is what it is. And Zach said, of course, Tyreek should be the only one who should be stressing. So, like I said, I'm quite intrigued to see if Tyreek is going to recouple or if he is going to stay loyal to his Ella. Now, let's move back to Casa Amor in the morning time for them. Leah, Uzi... Oh, sorry, Leah was saying she likes Uzi and Loken, but she wishes that Montel was with her. Catherine was speaking more about Elom, and Ella said that her head isn't going to change right now because, of course, she is very much close off with Tyreek, because they did close it off before coming into Casa. But the girls, especially Jess, was like, babe, you got to put yourself first. He's going to be doing him. You need to also do you. And she was like, yeah, you're right. I should get to know some people. So, like I said, if anything, I see Ella and Uzi being more of a couple than any other guy in Casa Amor with her. Now, let's move back to, sorry guys, my notes are actually jumping. Back to the main villa. So of course the guys were sitting around like bread, and I find it very funny when this happens, because it just makes you understand the impact that a woman can have on a man's life, because the way they were all just sitting there counting the mosquitoes that were yamming their legs, just sitting there like bread. But of course the girls ended up making their entrance, and I have to say yes, 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 yes. Always, and I think this is the case all the time, or majority of the time, the Casa girls always give more than the Casa guys. I don't actually know why. But anyway, let's get into the Casa girls. So let's start off with Gabby, 24, stylist, Newcastle. She is cute, okay? Sis is giving confident. I think a lot of people on the TL were comparing her to Ella. Maybe just in terms of like their complexion and stuff, but sis was giving confident and she was giving cute and snatched. I stand. Tink, gorgeous eyes, 26, project manager from Birmingham. She's giving... What's she giving to me? She's giving, okay? That's all. Tink is giving. Abby, 25, flight attendant, cute as well. Danielle, a little chocolate sister, 25 from Liverpool, and she's a recruitment assistant. Amber, 19. I'm going to pause. Amber, 19. As in, I actually tweeted it and someone said 19 as in 2004. 19 as in 2004. Huh? What the... First and foremost, what are people eating? Let's start there. Second of all, 2004. And this is not, guys, you know, I'm not an ageist or anything like that, all right? It is what it is. We all have different birthdays. But even when I hear people say they're born in the year 2000, I get so confused. But 2004, my goodness. And Molly. I'm going to get more into the Molly situation when she speaks with Zach, because I already emphasized to you guys on Friday's episode, I don't know why they brought her back. I think genuinely this has to be one of the most useless plot twists ever. I would have preferred Rushi, if I'm going to be honest with you. Molly didn't give in the villa. So what makes you think she's going to give in Casa Amor? I need someone to make it make sense for me. If you know, let me know. But I just don't understand. Even in the confessionals or whatever, she was just like, oh, you know, guess who's back? Unfinished business. You know, let me get into her combo with Zach, and then I'm going to say all the things that I need to say. But once again, I don't understand why she's back. I'm sorry. Now, of course, when they come in, Mitch clocked Molly and he was even looking more excited than anyone. Samuel was like, is that Molly? I think that's Molly. Wait, Mitch now holding Zach. Oh my God, it's Molly. It's Molly. When will Mitch not Mitch? I don't understand. When would he actually not Mitch? But of course, they ended up coming to meet the guys. And the second that she hugged Zach, she was like, hey, I think we need to talk. Once again, I just don't understand the reasoning behind it. Number one, she's already been outside into the real world. When they're in the villa, they don't have their phones, they don't have connections, they don't have nothing, right? She's been outside, she's had interviews, she's been on After Sun, she's had her phone. Apparently someone said she even went to buy milk with her nan or something like that. So she's been able to even understand what the public's view are of the contestants in the villa. I just find it very unfair. I just don't get it. I think that's just the way it is. If you get it, like I said, let me know down below. But I just personally don't understand why she's back. I don't think the plot twist makes any sense. And it's so interesting because the second she came back, it's like the Casa mood just disappeared. Casa is usually quite exciting, you know, quite exhilarating, fun, enjoyable. But the mood went. All of a sudden I was bored. Is that normal? I don't know. Is that normal? But of course, they ended up gathering around the fire pit and they were speaking about their positions, especially with the guys, you know, are you closed off, XYZ, what exactly is going on? So the girls, of course, went around to introduce themselves, and Tyreek said that he's closed off, but he misses the game a very tiny bit. Sammy said that the rest of them are, of course, open. Scott said he's with Catherine, but obviously the girls coming here put a spanner in the works. Zach said that his position is really weird and he's kind of lost for words, and the camera kept panning to Molly looking a bit confused. And I just want to know, was there a secret marriage, you know, arrangement, engagement, something, if I'm going to be honest with you. I don't get why Molly is so shocked that Zach stayed in the villa and moved on. I don't know. I didn't think whilst she was in the villa they were that deep, if I'm going to be very honest with you. So all these like, oh, I'm confused. I don't know why you're confused. If he left the villa with you, I'll understand, but he didn't. So what's he supposed to do? Stand there like bread? Not get to know anyone? Let me know down below. Okay? Just let me know down below. And of course, Mitch said that he's been single for 3 weeks. He doesn't know how he's still there. Mitch, trust me, we don't know too. Okay, we really don't know. So of course, let's move back to Casa Amor. So Catherine and Elom once again were talking about Scott, and she was saying that, you know, she isn't closed off, but you know, a lot of this, her mind, she's been thinking about this, and obviously she doesn't want to give herself give out too much because she knows things are still very early with Scott, but she also doesn't want to hold back because she wants to experience the full Casa experience. And Elom was just encouraging her, like, yeah, like, you gotta put yourself first, etc, etc. He kept saying that she's beautiful, which she is. We know that Catherine is very beautiful, but Catherine, you're falling my hands. The babe is falling in my hands, okay? But at the same time, I get it. It's the Casa experience. You need to live it once, or else you're not going to fully live it ever again. Now, let's move on to Uzi and Ella talking. She was, of course, saying that, you know, I wasn't expecting you to come in. And Uzi was grafting. Even with those bobby pins. Uzi, I'm going to even call him bobby pins. Okay? Those bobby pins actually have to go. But bobby pins was grafting, okay? He was just like, what did he say? I think he said something along the lines of, I think you've cried or you've been unhappy more times than you've been happy. Damn, he said, I'm getting into that villa by fire by force. So of course they're having a combo, and they agreed that, you know, she's wife material, and she was like, yeah, I feel like I'm wife material. A lot of flirting going on there. Bobby Pins has cute eyes as well, so I guess that's what, even when the camera was panning to Ella, although she was wearing sunglasses, I'm sure through those sunglasses she's looking at those eyes. So once again, I feel like I want them to recouple. Just for the drama, okay? Just for the drama. Now, let's move back to the main villa. Of course, the guys are talking, and Zach said that, you know, he's happy that Molly is back, but he feels like they do need to have a conversation. So, of course, Molly and Zach... should I speak about what the girls are speaking about in the... No, I can't bother. Yeah, don't worry. So, of course, Molly and Zach ended up having a conversation around the fire pit. And she was like, oh, I'm just really confused. You know, I left and he was like, okay, what have you seen? And she was like, I've seen everything, which is once again unfair. Like, she's probably caught up on all the episodes that have taken place for the past couple of weeks. I genuinely just don't get why the Love Island producers brought her back. And also, side note, I know people say that her mum is a producer. Apparently, her mum isn't a producer, and she actually was an extra on a show and actually is a teacher. So maybe that rumour there, unless it's real or not real, I don't know, but that's what they're saying. Anyway, she was like, yeah, she's really confused. Like, you know, I was saying that I'm waiting for you on the outside, and I see that you're cracking on. Once again, do you want him to be a vegetable? You left the villa and he didn't leave with you. Why are you waiting for someone who hasn't even made it official with you? It's not making sense. That's why I said, guys, the math isn't mathing, and I don't understand why she's confused. I'm sorry. Zach was, of course, saying, you know, I'm glad that you're back, but she kept saying once again, like, I just felt like I was really dumb. And once again, I just don't think it was that deep for her to be feeling like this. He was stuttering bare, by the way. I don't know. It's like Zach doesn't work well under pressure. He was even stuttering with Whitney. Like, what exactly is going on? Babe, get the sentence out. Speed it up. But yeah, once again, like I said, I don't know what she expected him to do, okay? I don't know what she expected him to do. He didn't leave the villa with her, so there should be no expectations there, okay? No expectations, no disappointments, which once again is why I don't understand why she's back in this villa. Because if Zach wanted to leave with her, then he would have. Anything else I want to say? No, other than the fact that she actually killed the Love Island, like, she killed the Casa Amor mood. I'm so sorry. And maybe because, like, I'm not even trying to be biased, but I didn't really take to Molly too well within, like, the main series when she was dumped. I was happy. I didn't really care. But now they brought her back, there needs to be another dumping, and we can send her back home again, because I just don't understand why she's back. And I find it unfair. I feel like there are other islanders that we didn't really get to see much of. Why weren't they offered the same grace? I mean, what is the contract? Someone needs to let me know. But of course, we ended up getting a glimpse of tomorrow night, and they're going to partake in a very juicy and interesting challenge. And Catherine and Elom have a kiss. We didn't actually see the kiss, but Catherine did say, you want to kiss me, right? And he was like, yeah, I want to kiss you. So they're going to end up kissing. Once again, Catherine's fall in my hands. Okay? But at the same time, if Scott decides to crack on, then I guess it is what it is. I mean, the way Love Island is so unpredictable this year, is there even a point in shipping anyone? I don't think so. But yeah, guys, we'd love to know what you guys actually think of tonight's episode down in the comment section as always. Once again, I want to thank you so much for your love and also for your support. Another week of Love Island reviews, honey, so let's definitely get it. But yeah, guys, thank you for watching. I love you loads. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't already. Please do take care, stay blessed, and I shall see you tomorrow. Bye.